You guys don't need to worry about me getting revenge from Diddy. I've got 3 moves that make sure he'll never be able to come after me or my family. First, I personally reached out to the victims' legal teams. The real reason he's not getting out is those buried cases behind the scenes. I provided legal funding for 7 victims who had been silent for years and brought in the top criminal attorneys in the country. Second, I bought up every potential post-release business deal he had lined up. I planned this 2 years in advance, so by the time he got sentenced and still had hope of getting out, every partner had already cut ties with him. Third, I don't just have evidence, I've got backups. This is an entire minefield that's been buried for 20 years. I uncovered every secret from the last 30 years. With testimonies from the victims, we interviewed over a dozen people he tricked, threatened, or violated. You think that's harsh? No, he destroyed other people's lives for decades. I'm just making sure he spends a few extra years in prison for it. I'm not afraid of his people, not afraid of his threats. I know he's still in there fantasizing about a comeback, but the truth is, he's never coming back.
In particular, Netflix docuseries that you've been working on, Diddy Do It.
Right.
You've been saying for years that you feel you knew Diddy's character.
Right.
It's just so sad.
All of this means something a little different to me than it does to everybody else.
Damn. And because Jag knew about this for years.
So what's next, Jag? What happens next? You know?
Wright unexpectedly made several serious allegations about Jay-Z and Beyonce during that interview. As I said in the moment, they were not present to respond or defend themselves, but now they have.
I would never take a picture with the devil. Everyone knew he was the devil. He's been the devil for 30 years. He's been covered and protected. He's got guns and he's got semen-coated VHS tapes. I would have went in a hazmat suit. There's not a day that's gone by in the past 4 years that I don't acknowledge that because of what I choose to do, I might lose my life today. That's a reality. Now, I could let that me out. I could let that make me scared. Or I could say, I got good friends, people that believe in me. And I'm just going to keep going full throttle.
The hip-hop universe trembles again, shaken by secrets whispered in shadows, clips that unsettle, and the strained, raw voice of an artist who seems trapped, drained, cornered. This storm now swirls around Diddy and Jaguar, right in the heart of an industry that thrives on image, power, and hidden agendas. Then 50 Cent steps forward, not to provoke, but to cast a harsh, unflinching light on something far darker, far more dangerous than anyone expected. What began as rumors has twisted into a tense, high-stakes saga, a network of loyalty, betrayal, and quiet influence that suggests the
me, and then confirming me, and then talking about, that all happened a day before the report about the 9-year-old boy was released. And before people started confirming that the video that was being shopped around was Bieber and Diddy. See, that's the problem with running your mouth, Vlad. That's the problem. You didn't realize on Monday that every word that you said was going to be invalidated on Tuesday.
Real life.
It ain't real life. Just say. Real life street star. Know what time it is.
He brought you on to speak on Diddy, and it seemed that as if your focus turned to Jay-Z, his wife.
That's always been my focus.
Yes. What?
They're one and the same. Tell me something. When you have a peanut butter jelly sandwich, if it's just peanut butter, it's just peanut butter. If it's just jelly, it's jelly. When you put it together, it becomes a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and the taste is undeniable.
You saying Diddy and Jay-Z is peanut butter jelly?
Peanut butter and jelly. Let's deal with the sandwich.
We asked you this last time, and Piers Morgan said it. They're not here to defend themselves. Do you think the Carters will speak about any of this at all? Do you just feel that they'll make any statement about
Beyonce
what's going on?
is losing hundreds of thousands, millions of followers every day. And she still hasn't said anything. Just pretending like life is great in Paris.
Is it her place to say something?
I mean, probably not, considering she's going to be indicted for anything she would say. These are criminals. Diddy is a drug dealer, and so is Jay-Z. The proof is there. How many people does he have to be aware of before people see him for who he is?
It seems like these artists are trying to run away from their past. Diddy changed his name multiple times to say, that's not me. I'm trying to move beyond Diddy. I'm Love now. It seems like Jay-Z would try to run away from his past.
Calling that nigga Love and anything that he did love. Brother Love. What kind of love? Baby oil love. Baby love. Baby love. Explicit love. Hey! They never thought that hip hop would take it this far.
Oh man, it's different now.
These lyrics are all hitting different right now. All the people talking about fathers.
In the days that followed, her social media transformed into something closer to a confessional diary of mounting fear. Late-night posts scattered across timelines, fraught reflections, and carefully measured statements left followers uneasy, unsettled by what was unsaid, as much as what was revealed. She hinted at being watched, speaking of invisible pressures and endless, haunted hours, each message a breadcrumb leading towards something far darker than anyone could name. The very platforms that once amplified her voice now seemed like fragile armor, a digital lifeline she clutched, reaching out for some sense of safety. Fans began reading between the lines, desperate to understand who she feared was closing in, and what truths she was risking everything to expose without saying aloud. This wasn't rivalry or entertainment anymore. It carried the gravity of someone standing her ground in a storm that could swallow her whole. And that's what made it terrifying. When an artist begins to sound like they're running from shadows, the question becomes, are those shadows real, or are they waiting to be made real? Her story doesn't feel like rumor or speculation. It feels like the raw voice of a woman struggling to be heard in a world determined to silence her.
That went out that was very powerful, that people are running with, where it just says, Jay-Z is the real monster. Now, before you speak on it, to even get to Piers Morgan, can you explain how that took place and why even take that interview to go forward?
Well, excuse me.
Bless us.
I can't say that I sought it out because I didn't. Truth is we didn't see it coming. But I have to credit Odell.
Shout out Odeezy.
My love. I have to credit him because since we've combined and joined forces and become a hell of an investigative journalism team. See, I'm the content, I'm the passion, I'm the voice. I'm also the brain, but I do too much by myself. That's the brain. That's the administrator. That's the bloodhound. And he, there were so many people that hacked into so many of my accounts. People didn't even know how to get in touch with me anymore. And Odell created that lane. And they reached out to him. Piers Morgan's producers called him directly. And we talked about it briefly, and I said, we have to do it. We have to. Because the one thing I know about Piers Morgan is he is a smart prey. And not only is he smart prey, he is a great conductor of information. He also vets things viciously. And I want to thank you for that. Because if my word is good enough to make it through Piers Morgan's firewall of please don't sue me, then I guess he just vetted me for every ounce of real life content on this blue couch. We thank you for that.
Do you feel that Piers Morgan allowed you to get, because you only have so many minutes. I know you don't know exactly how the show is going to be structured.
Yeah.
Did you get what you want to say out? And was there more for you to say? Of course, there's more to say.
I'll never have enough to say.
Right.
There will never be enough screen time for me to say. But what I will say is, I'm grateful for the questions he asked. I'm grateful for the time he gave me to answer. And I pray that I was able to hit everything that needed to be hit for the public.
How did you feel about Vlad going after you?
I loved it. I saw the lineup immediately.
Right.
Especially when I saw the lawyer, Ariel, kid that came after.
Right.
What Pierce did was brilliant journalism.
Right.
He created a beef without there being one. And he created multiple episodes for confrontation after. It's brilliant.
It is, Vlad has said, you're a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah.
He has never wanted you on a show. He has never reached out to you.
You know what? Hold up. Drum roll. Where do I find that receipt?
We got, is there?
On the email.
Let me check.
Yeah, there's receipts?
No, it's on your YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah.
let me go over here to my baby's channel, Set in the West. Shout out to
Shout out
Set
to
in the
West,
West.
running the numbers up. Go there for all the exclusive.
As Jaguar's posts grew heavier, darker, the internet erupted, urgent, anxious, and deeply compassionate. Her pages flooded with messages of support, encouragement, and concern, while users tag organizations, authorities, anyone who might notice the warning signs she seemed to be sending. What began as simple hashtags morphed into digital alarms, flashing across timelines with an intensity that couldn't be ignored. Even 50 Cent, known for his sharp wit and unshakable confidence, appeared unsettled, hinting that what she was expressing might be more than anyone wanted to admit. Other artists began amplifying her voice too, some quietly asking if anyone had checked on her, others questioning whether she had uncovered something far too serious to ignore. This reaction didn't feel like casual engagement or fan chatter. It felt collective, urgent, almost like a public rescue mission in real time. And yet, beneath it all, a chilling question lingered. If so many people can sense that something is wrong, why does it feel like no one can intervene before it's too late?
Jack, what is the protocol for a woman that's getting an abusive relationship? What is she supposed to do?
Well, it all depends on who the man is.
Someone that's rich with power, like P. Diddy.
I wish somebody would ask why Tweet was so suicidal for so long, walking around with Missy Elliott. You know, I'm just tired of motherfuckers lying about this.
People constantly covering it up.
Just lying. All the women that have been hurt. You know, I remember the first time that happened to me. Took me 8 weeks before I could cough without wanting to vomit. 2 cracked ribs. They beat everybody the same way.
Damn, that's crazy.
It's like there's a fucking handbook when they sign their record deals. How to fucking hurt a bitch and keep her loyal. That nigga was so fucking like gung-ho that he woke up out of his sleep to whoop her.
That's a fact. Running down the hallway, butt naked. That's crazy.
So what I would like to do, first of all, Jag, I want to say happy birthday.
Thanks.
I know you wake up to this on your birthday. You see
what
this,
a birthday gift, right?
Right.
But I want everybody to know that what they're watching is what set a lot of things that are happening now into motion. There is a moment where enough becomes enough.
Hey, Jag.
Hey, babe.
It's Angel. Hi.
I know who it is.
Happy birthday for me as well, honey. As fabulous as you are. I want to know, I know that you have mentioned in previous interviews that there's nowhere to go when you are dealing with situations with these men who are in these positions. That there's, everyone's being paid off in some sort of way. How, when you know that, hey, this is a detriment to my life, how do you go about it? Do you kind of tell anybody that will listen so that there's a record? Do you try to run? Can you run?
The more people you tell, the more danger you are in. Because everyone's going to pick what side they want to fall on. And if you have more people that are worried about dancing with the devil than dancing with the angels, then you're on your own. So it's better not to say anything. You got to vet everyone that you talk to thoroughly. Make sure they're not on the devil's take, and then
that's true.
You got to see if you can find somebody that's willing to be brave enough to.
Because like even let's just take Young Miami for an example. She's with Diddy right now. She gets paid around like $250K a month to do all these heinous things at these parties and with workers, and it goes very, very far. Now the people that she's surrounded with, she's probably surrounded with girls from the strip club or ones that want to be city girls. They're literally gonna tell her, yo, get that money. You know what I'm saying? Go through it. She's going to have all this support telling them to stay with.
To grasp the gravity of Jaguar's situation, you have to follow the names she's dropped over the years and the power tied to them. She's spoken candidly about major figures in the music world, recounting experiences of manipulation, mistreatment, and spaces where voices like hers were quietly pressured into silence. She's named artists she once collaborated with, claiming that her career was sabotaged by unseen forces, hinting at hidden networks that protect their own and punish those who step out of line. But the statement that shook the industry most came when she suggested that Sean Diddy Combs may have known more about the circumstances surrounding Biggie's death than the public was ever told, a claim that sent ripples of tension through elite circles, silencing insiders and leaving observers uneasy. Later, when she spoke of what she called an elite culture exerting control over artists, the line between warning and speculation grew almost invisible. Whether her words are read as confession or theory, they forced everyone to confront a chilling truth. In this world, speaking openly can feel like a threat, and the truth often exists only in shadows, glimpsed but never fully revealed.
Take it. Y'all ain't seen yet. It's just taste.
Ooh. Wow.
The thing that fucks me up is I know what Boo done for me. But I know there's another tape of me. And I'm just waiting to see where that's going. Wait to see another tape of me.
Oh, she's saying that there's another tape of her probably doing something, and she's having a feeling now as if it's gonna come up. Because at this point, she definitely has a good understanding that a lot of things are getting exposed right now. So that's probably been in the back of her mind. I wonder if what I did 20 years back or so, or 15 years back, is gonna come up.
Me up is.
It seems like the industry is falling apart right now.
What Boo done for me. But I know there's another tape of me. And I'm just waiting to see where that's going.
Where do you think that that things stands for Young Miami for Carisha.
I think that just slit her comments.
Oh, Carisha's Young Miami. I didn't even know that.
Hate bitches like that. Those. I don't know why you complaining about eating shit. It's all right by me. I hate bitches like her. The sexy reds. The Nicki Minaj. But see, those was already trash when they came, so they don't mind being all over. That's why they so overzealous. That's why they work so hard. See, it's easy for them. They used to it. Why y'all want everybody to be hurt as bad as yours? They be setting up just to watch them get so they can feel better about themselves. Don't you, Onika?
That's wicked. That's wicked.
That'd be the best birthday gift ever. All drop dead instantly.
So are you saying that like these female artists who are over in the public, they're that way for a particular reason because they're engaged in these
to it. They're
sort of
damn near
behaviors?
down for every last bit of it. If they ain't down for the Tootsie, get them good. Ain't that right?
Bro, she knows. She was in their position before.
25 years I've been working in this town.
It's just like, it's too crazy for people to believe.
And where I'm at right now, I look to my left and I can see Marina Del Rey. Where I left Cat. And to my right, I see Santa Monica, where I shot my Coca-Cola commercial when I was pregnant with Sam.
I think that THC starting to kick in a little bit for Jag right now.
I look behind me and I see Sunset Boulevard. All those drugs and all that crime.
After years of speaking out, Jaguar Wright's name gradually became dangerous to even utter. Collaborations vanished. Interviews stopped. Even artists who once stood beside her quietly stepped back, unwilling to be drawn into the storm that followed her. She became the cautionary tale whispered in hallways, the artist who said too much and paid the price. Yet Jaguar refused to vanish. Her live streams grew sharper, her voice harder, each word carrying the weight of truths she refused to let fade. She hinted at recordings, evidence that could challenge some of the most untouchable figures in the industry. If even a fragment of what she claims ever surfaced, it could upend everything people believed about those at the top. But in her pursuit of justice, she's caught between two relentless forces, a world that doubts her and a world that wants her silenced. And in that lonely, tense space, the reality is stark. Speaking out can cost you everything. Her story now edges toward a fragile, precarious crossroads, one where every choice could change her fate, and the truth she fights to protect.
Some of the ghosts are still walking around.
Well, Jag, we're so glad it's your birthday. We want you to feel better for the rest of the day. We ain't going to take no more.
This time last year, I was in Lew Sterrett. Not that far from where y'all at right now. The girls made me a spread. They made me an Oreo cookie fake, the cake with the commissary. They pulled out the summer sausage.
Yo, Jag
they put it on for me.
Yeah. Jag is baking on something good. Whatever she baking on is mighty sticky.
Shout out to all my girls. on the 7th floor, North Tower. Who knows where you might be celebrating your birthday next year. Just keep the faith. I woke up on a concrete slab on a yoga mat last year for my birthday, and this year I woke up in a suite. And I can see the ocean right there on the rip. You ain't gotta understand me, but please believe me. I don't lie. A month ago, I sat here on this very channel and I told y'all, put the boots to that girl.
You sure did.
Why don't y'all believe me? I don't know why they don't believe.
The reactions from within the music world revealed just how fractured the industry really is. Some peers, like Talibqui, showed empathy, resharing her clips, urging people to check in, extending a hand where they could. Others stayed deliberately distant, offering broad statements about mental health without ever naming her, their silence carrying a weight far heavier than any words could. Meanwhile, 50 Cent observed from a place earned through experience, speaking with the blunt honesty he's known for. He's seen what happens when someone dares to challenge the powerful, and his recent comments felt less like critique and more like a warning. Voices are often dismissed before they are truly heard. His tone held reflection, as if he recognized patterns he had witnessed countless times, watching another outspoken artist fight an unforgiving system. The contrast was stark. In a culture that prizes expression and truth-telling through art, many turn away when the truth exists outside applause, when speaking it requires courage instead of comfort.
Teeny in a black dress. We're gonna figure out a way to make artistry cruelty-free. That's what's next for me.
That's dope. That's what's up.
Because the one person that should be saying something right now isn't. And that's Ryan Leslie. Because you were the man in her life before Diddy. He moved you just clean out the way. Or did he pay you to walk away? That would be the best interview in the world right now. Somebody interviewing Ryan Leslie about how he feels watching, and he loved Cassie.
We might need to look into that.
Swoon moved you out the way. And your fucking career too. He punked you more than he punked Cuddy, and he blew up Cuddy's car. Why you just let...
Ryan Leslie was just a singer and producer a couple years back, maybe like a decade back or so.
Just move, take your chick. Hey, you said nothing, Ryan Leslie. You adored Cassie. That first record, I know you listen to that shit and you probably cry. The question is, how much did Diddy pay you to give her up? Because technically, that could be considered trafficking.
Oh, snap.
That's what's next, bro.
Jag.
Sheesh.
The saga continues.
Bro, it's like a trickle effect of just grimy actions, bro. I got a cramp. I worked out today, man. It happens.
And then there's Diddy. Publicly silent, distant, seemingly unmoved. No words from him or anyone in his circle. A silence that feels deliberate, calculated, and heavy with intent. In an industry built on storytelling and image control, that quiet speaks louder than any statement ever could, a reminder that true power often doesn't need a single word. Yet, as 50 Cent's reflections circulate alongside Jaguar's unfolding messages across millions of feeds, that sense of control seems to waver. Audiences revisit past headlines, legal battles, and lingering unanswered questions, piecing together a narrative that stretches far beyond today's posts. Every pause carries meaning. Every no comment feels like a piece of a puzzle no one can fully solve. The discussion has moved past gossip into something far deeper. Is Jaguar a fearless truth seeker sharing personal experience, or an artist wrestling with her own reality? Either way, her story exposes something raw about the cost of visibility, how, beneath the glitz and accolades, lie voices long unheard, histories quietly erased. And perhaps the industry's most unsettling legacy isn't the scandal itself, but the silence that follows it, leaving a single question lingering in the shadows. When the spotlight fades, who will still have the courage to speak?